The loudspeakers around the city kick in early. Very early. Somewhere around 5 a.m., droning on for half an hour with calisthenics and news. The city awakens to the sound of what will eventually be on today's menu, and the smog from countless scooters. Images of those maimed in that traffic and other accidents are not uncommon. Tuyet begins her morning routine. After the chores are done, it's time to go to school. You wouldn't really call it third world. Developing more suits Vietnam these days. For many Vietnamese, a hard life is the norm, which makes the smiles and the pleasantness you find everywhere all that much more striking. To live here, to grow up here, in the mountainous region northwest of Hanoi is enough of a challenge in itself. Then, consider doing it as a little girl who lost both her legs to the train that runs just down the hill from the family's vegetable garden. Luckily, she was too young to remember. The story of Tuyet of Lao Cai is a familiar one to the Prosthetics Outreach Foundation. She was discovered by the foundation in the Lao Cai market, where her father had set her to beg shortly after the accident. POF convinced the family to bring Tuyet to their facility in Hanoi, where she would meet people that would change her life.
You know, our attraction to her was really instant. There was just something in that moment, and the moment was in Hanoi. We had gone to visit the facility, the headquarters there, and she was waiting to have her prosthetics fit that day, her double prosthetics, sitting on a chair, quietly reading a book, with her father standing next to her. And there was just something in that moment. We could see her intelligence and her resilience and her dignity, and eventually her joy, which was really fun for us. Once she was fitted, she went skipping down the hall.
Her first reaction was when I picked her up and she wrapped her arms around me and gave me a kiss on the cheek. And for my wife and myself, it became an opportunity to help where we could make a difference.
There are countless other stories that are also unique. Children and adults who POF has given a second chance, has really changed their lives. And there's so many others that need POF's help.
Without POF's help, the world of education would have been impossible for Tuyet to obtain. It's a special day at school. The children take a break from classwork to gather in the courtyard to sing patriotic songs and watch selected students perform. Here she has the chance to have a meaningful life, a chance to do something we all take for granted. Transportation can be arduous in North Vietnam. Tuyet hops a ride with a film crew to make a doctor's appointment in the big city some 200 miles away. Rush hour in Hanoi. The 10-hour trip from Lao Cai ends as night falls. A 1,000-year-old city struggles to adjust to this new century, just as Tuyet must travel here to make her own adjustments. So she makes the 20-hour round trip every 6 months. At the POF Prosthetics Workshop, they make new prosthetics for her growing body. The full story of POF's involvement in Vietnam goes well beyond the story of one little girl. POF helps thousands of amputees recover from tragic accidents and birth defects. They work with 5 hospitals in Vietnam to train doctors, create facilities and train specialists to manufacture prosthetics in-country, and assist with facilities and training for the physical therapy necessary for patients to adjust to their new prosthetics.
Behind every surgery, every prosthetic is a person that POF has given a second chance.
A little girl with big challenges perseveres and aspires for her future as she grows into a young woman.
Cháu hứa là sẽ cố gắng học giỏi để mai này sẽ là người có ích cho xã hội và giúp ích cho xã hội ngày một tiến bộ hơn.
And every step along the way, just like with thousands of other individuals, the Prosthetics Outreach Foundation will be there in Sierra Leone, Liberia, Bangladesh, in Vietnam, helping those in need hope again, dream again. The Prosthetics Outreach Foundation, helping the developing world walk again.